Hey y'all, my name is Sunny and I am the artist behind SPICECAMVISUALs. In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about two of my digital artwork pieces. Both of them are self-portraits, so I hope y'all enjoy. The first piece of digital artwork that I'm going to talk about is my piece, Mind Blown. When I started making Mind Blown, it was really random. I really started looking at these pictures that I took a while back when I was down bad. I shaved my head. I was going through it. I can't even remember what I was going through, but I was going through it. And I did a self-portrait photo shoot in the living room of my old apartment, butt booty naked. I didn't really know what direction I wanted to go into with these pictures. I wanted them to portray really raw emotion, how I was feeling. At those pictures, you can feel it. I used one of the profile photos from that self-portrait shoot in my digital art piece for Mind Blown. So the side profile picture that you see is from that photo shoot where I was down bad. I was editing those pictures in Lightroom and I just knew that I wanted to do something different, but I wasn't really sure how I wanted to go about it. I love weaving together things that otherwise wouldn't be in the same piece of artwork. Afrofuturism is also another huge inspiration behind my artwork, which I feel is pretty obvious in my work, honestly. With Mind Blown, I used a picture of me where I was feeling very vulnerable, and I took apart my head. In the artwork, you'll see planets and space dust and things like that coming out of my head, but then you'll also see two of my arms reaching out for each other. My favorite part about that piece is that aspect, the two arms reaching out for each other in the middle of all the space dust. And honestly, what the artwork symbolizes as a whole is me trying to find beauty in how cluttered my brain feels and how overwhelmed I often feel by my brain. Literally feels like my mind is about to explode. And that's what I was trying to portray in that piece of digital artwork. I also wanted to portray how, on one hand, those attributes that I have can be super frustrating. But then on the other hand, there's so much beauty in the way that my brain works, and also how the way that my brain works and my creativity go hand in hand. So that's really the main meaning behind Mind Blown: mental creative explosion, and also just me finding myself, my mind, and finding myself in my subconscious. This entire world in all of our minds. And on one hand, it can be kind of scary and frustrating, and then on the other hand, so much beauty, in those things once you take the time to explore them. That's the meaning behind Mind Blown. Only doing two this time because I could talk. Anybody who knows me knows I can talk. So we're just gonna do two this time, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this video. If y'all think it sucked, you can tell me that. I'm gonna just be damn, that's crazy. But tell the truth. The second piece of digital artwork that I'm gonna be talking about is my Untitled self-portrait piece. Yes, one of my favorites as well. Honestly, a lot of stuff that I create is my favorite, but I just call them all my favorites because I can't decide. I got a Libra moon child. Libra moon, Gemini sun, Sag rising. I suck at deciding on stuff. I think I originally came up with this idea when I was in New York at the MoMA, or I was at some museum, and I think I was looking at some fine art, Greek statues. It was that kind of thing. And I was just thinking it'd be cool if somebody made a statue with a do-rag. Statues of niggas, do-rags, bonnets, whatever, grill. Just thinking about how shit that would be cool. I kept thinking about this piece that Michelangelo made. It's called The Creation of Adam. Your hands are reaching out to each other like that, E.T. like that. And I just thought about how angels are portrayed in Victorian art and stuff like that. And I'm just I'm about to niggify all this. I just want to do this in my own kind of way, in a way more poppin' way. And I was literally on this chair taking pictures of myself like that, butt booty naked again. And my mom literally was you took them pictures of yourself and you was naked? I'm yeah, mom, yes, Look, it ended up, look at this, look at the material. Look at the material. It just ended up looking so poppin'. I was definitely inspired by how everyone was portrayed in Michelangelo's work. I was very intrigued by that, and just the like their poses, and it was super intriguing to me, and I wanted to figure out a way to kind of incorporate that into my art, like in my own way. I wanted to mesh like those elements together. Like I really just love doing that in my work, incorporating also like provocative elements into my artwork. My goal was to just mesh together these different forms of art that otherwise would not be associated with like Blackness, or like where Black people wouldn't be portrayed, or even like myself where like I wouldn't be portrayed, you know, in those things. And really just kicking all that shit over and just being like, look, with art I can make anything. And that's what I love so much about art, is that you can literally like do whatever you want. Like there's no, like they try to tell you that there's rules, but like nah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to operate like that. And I just think that that's so cool, and it just really inspires my work. I included the spears that I was holding in the artwork because just thinking about how balanced like I feel. You know how Thanos, like after he destroyed the world, he sat down and was like, okay, that's not a good. So I'll be feeling after I make a piece with a bunch of things that people think do not go together. I'll just be like, I did that. That's really the meaning behind that. I hope that y'all like this. I hope I didn't talk too much. I hope this was cool, because I low-key want to do it again. So y'all tell me what y'all think.